Hello and welcome to all. Welcome everybody. This is exercise 13A and this is a new chapter that I'm starting from today. And the name of the chapter is Unitary Method. And this is a very important chapter because not only in class 6 but also in class 7th, 8th, 9th, you are going to solve the problems of unitary method. So you need to focus very carefully on the questions of these chapters, and let me tell you that this chapter is very easy also. Okay, what you have to do, sometimes price of many articles is given to you, so you are being asked to find the price of one article or sometimes many article as well. Okay, so now let us do question number 1. Read the question number 1 carefully. This question says, okay, first question says that the price of 25 identical articles is 1,750 rupees. So the price of 25 articles is given. Okay, now let us start the question. Price of 25 articles is equal to 1,750. Beta, when in the question you are given the price of many articles. Okay, because in this question you are given the price of many articles and you have to find the price of one article in part 1. So when you have to go many to 1, then you have to divide. This is the rule. Okay, whenever you are given the price of many articles and you have to find the price of one article, then always you have to divide. Okay, so write price of one article is equal to 1,750 divided by 25. Okay, so now you just divide it and tell me the answer. 5 5s are 25, 5 3s are 15, 5 5s are 25 and 0 as it is. 5 1s are 5, 5 7s are 35 and 0. So price of one article is rupees 70. Is it clear, children? So this is the answer of the first part. Now we are going to do the second part of this question. In this part, we have to find the price of 13 articles. So we know the price of one article, and if we know the price of one article, we can find the price of many article as well. So when you have to go from one to many, so you have to multiply. Okay, I have told you two different and very important rules. The first rule was when you have to find the price of one article and price of many article is given, means if you want to go from many to one, you just have to divide. If you are going one to many, so you have to multiply. So you know the price of one article, so you can also find the price of 13 articles. So price of 13 articles is equal to 70 into 13, 910 rupees. Is it clear? So price of 13 articles is 910 rupees. So basically, now you just understand the question. What I am telling you, just listen that in the question, sometimes you are given the price of many articles and you are being asked to find the price of one article. So if you are given the price of many articles and you have to find the price of only one article, you just divide. Okay, divide the price with the number of the articles that is given. Then if you have to find the price of many article, then just multiply the price of one article with the number of articles that the price you have to find out. Is it clear? Or you just understand or keep in your mind the two different and very important rule which I have told you. The first rule is, if you want to go many to one, you divide. If you want to go one to many, you just multiply. Okay. So now let us do the second question. Second question says a motorbike travels 330 kilometer and 5 liters of petrol. How much distance will it cover in 1 liter of petrol? So in this question, there is a bike and which is traveling 330 kilometer and 5 liters. So write distance covered in 5 liters is equal to 330 kilometers. So you have to find the distance traveled in 1 liter of petrol. So you are going from many to one. Okay, you are going from 5 to 1, 5 liter to 1 liter. So I have told you, if you are going from many to one, you have to divide. So distance covered in 1 liters of petrol is equal to 330 divided by 5. So 330 upon 5, 5 ones are 5, 5 6 are 30, 5 6 are 30. So 66 kilometers. First of all, this is the answer of your first part. So distance covered in 1 liter petrol is equal to 66 kilometers. Then in 2.5 liter of petrol, you have to tell the distance. So distance covered in 2.5 liters is equal to, distance in 1 liter is 66. Now just multiply distance covered in 1 liter, which is 66 into 2.5, and tell me the answer. 66 into 2.5, beta. $165 kilometers. 165 kilometers. This is the answer. Clear? Third question says, if the cost of a dozen soaps is rupees 460.80 or 80, what will be the cost of each soap? So cost of a dozen soap is given. One dozen means 12. Okay. So 12 soaps cost is equal to rupees 460.80. Okay, now one soap cost, the cost of one soap so just divide 460.80 by 12. So 460.80 divided by 12. 12 ones are 12. 12 threes are 36. Carry 10. 12 eights are 96. Carry 4. 12 fours are 48 and 0 as it is. So the answer is 38.40. Okay, rupees 38.40. This is the price of one soap. Okay, now we have to find the cost of 15 such soaps. So cost of, or you can write 15 soaps cost is equal to 38.40 into 15. Do this multiplication and tell me the answer. So cost of 15 soaps is equal to 576, and in part third we have to find the cost of 3 dozen soaps. So 3 dozen means what? 3 dozen is equal to 3 into 12, because in 1 dozen 12 is there. So 3 into 12, 36. So 36 soaps cost is equal to 36 into cost of one soap, which is 38.40. Now multiply and tell me the answer. 36 into 38.40. So just multiply and tell me the answer. So the cost of 36 soaps is 1382.40. Okay. So basically, first you have to find the cost of one article. Then you can find the cost of as many articles as the question is asking by multiplying with the cost of one article. Now question 4 says the cost of 35 envelopes is rupees 105. So the cost of 35 envelopes is rupees 105, right? Cost of 35 envelopes is equal to 105 rupees. So can you find the cost of one article? Cost of one envelope. So cost of one envelope is equal to, just divide 105 by 35. So what are you going to get? 105 upon 35, 5 sevens are 35, 5 twos are 10, 5 ones are 5, 7 ones are 7, and 7 threes are 21. So rupees 3. So the cost of, not 3 paisa beta, it's rupees. Cost of one envelope is equal to 3 rupees. So now the question is saying how many envelopes can be bought for rupees 90. Now this question is something different from the previous one. How many envelopes can be bought? Means we have to tell the number of envelopes. Number of envelope in rupees 90. Now look at this. You know the price of one envelope, that is 3 rupees, and you know how many rupees you are having. Tell me. 90 rupees. Okay, suppose you are going to the market and you are having 90 rupees in your pocket and you have to buy some envelopes and the price of one envelope is 3 rupees. Just imagine this condition. So how many envelopes the shopkeeper will give to you? So when you are having the same units, look at this. We are having the cost of one envelope and again we are having money. So this time we will not multiply, because in the earlier question we were doing multiply, na? In this question we have to divide 90 rupees with 3 rupees so that we can find the number of envelopes. So 90 upon 3 is equal to 30. So we can buy 30 envelopes. 30 envelopes can be purchased for rupees 90. Is it clear? Question 5 says if the cost of 8 cans of juice is rupees 280, if the cost of 8 cans of juice is rupees 280, so write cost of 8 cans of juice is equal to rupees 280. The cost of 1 can of juice is equal to 280 divided by 8, 280 upon 8, 4. Can you reduce it by 4? Yes. 4 twos are 8, 4 sevens are 28. 0 as it is, 2 ones are 2 and 35. So cost of 1 can of juice is rupees 35. Okay, now what will be the cost of 6 cans of juice? The cost of 6 cans of juice is equal to 35, which is the cost of 1 can of juice. Just multiply it by 6 beta. Okay, multiply 35 by 6, so you will get 210 rupees. Clear? Any doubt? Is it clear to everyone? This is very simple. Just what you have to do, first find the price of 1 can of juice, then multiply the price of 1 can of juice by 6. Okay, and you are going to get the answer. Next question. For rupees 378, 9 cans of juice can be bought. So simply we can say that cost of 9 cans of juice is equal to 378 rupees. So this is the cost of 9 cans of juice. Now find the cost of 1 can of juice. So 378 divided by 9, 378 upon 9, 9 ones are 9, 9 fours are 36, 1 carry 18, 1 8 18, 9 twos are 18, so 42 rupees. Okay, the price of 1 can of juice is rupees 42. Beta, don't copy the answer from the book. Okay, first understand what I am telling you. If you will keep copying the answer from the answer sheet, so it is not going to help you. You are just blocking your mind. You are not using, you are not practicing. Okay, so just understand what I am telling. Is stop copying the answer from the answer sheet. So cost of 1 can of juice is rupees 42. Now the question is asking how many cans of juice can be bought for rupees 504. So if the price of 1 can is 42 and you are having rupees 504, so how many cans of juice can you purchase? The number of cans in rupees 504 is equal to, again look at this, when you have rupees, okay, when you have to find the number of articles and you are having a sum of money, then always you have to divide, as we have done in question number 4. If you remember, in question 4 also we had 90 rupees, so we had divided 90 by 3. In this question also we are having rupees and we have to find the number of cans, so we have to divide 504 by 42. Okay, so 504 divided by 42, beta, what is the answer? Can we divide by 6? 6 sevens are 42 and 6 eights are 48, 2 carry, 6 fours are 24, 7 ones are 7. Okay, there is something mistake. 6 six are 6 eights are, okay, 6 eights are, okay, let me do it again. Wait, 504 divided by 42, so 6 sevens are 42, 6 eights are 48, 2 carry, 6 fours are, okay, now 7 ones are 7, 7 ones are 7, 7 twos are 14, so 12 is your answer. So 12 cans can be bought for rupees 504? This is the answer. Okay, the answer is 12 cans. Now next question says a motorbike travels 425 kilometers in 5 hours. So distance in 5 hours is equal to 425 kilometers. Is it clear? Distance in 5 kilometers, I'm so sorry. Distance in 5 hours by a bike is 425 kilometers. So distance in 1 hour, how much? Can you find the distance covered in 1 hour by this motorbike? So 425 divided by 5. So 425 divided by 5. 5 ones are 5, 5 8s are 40, and 5 5s are 25. 85 kilometers. This is the distance traveled by the motorbike in 1 hour. So the question is saying how much distance will be covered by it in 3.2 hours. Okay, so again we are having what we are having 3.2 hours. So distance in 3.2 hours, just to find it, distance in 1 hour is 85 multiplied with 3.2. So your answer is going to be remove decimal, increase 10, 5 ones are 5, 3 carry 5, 7s are 35. Okay, 5 2s are 10 now. 2 ones are 2, 2 ones are 2, 2 6 are 12, 17 into 16. So the answer is, beta, what is the answer? 272 kilometers. So in 3.2 hours, we will be covering 272 kilometers. Arpan, okay, Jatin is saying 3.2 means 3.2 hours means 3 hours 20 minutes. No, beta, it doesn't mean 3 hours 20 minutes. If you want to change 3.2 hours into minutes, so just multiply it with 60. 3 hours means what? 3 into 60 means, okay, yes, and 20, 0.2 into 60 is what? 12. So 3.2 hours means 3 hours 12 minutes. Okay, but this is not there in the question, so don't panic about it. But look at the next question. It says if the cost of a dozen identical articles is rupees 672, what will be the cost of 18 such articles? So you are given the cost of 1 dozen articles, which is 672. So write cost of 1 dozen, or you can write in bracket 12. Okay, because 1 dozen means 12. So cost of 1 dozen articles is equal to rupees 672. What will be the cost of 18 such articles? But before that, find the cost of 1 article. So cost of 1 article is equal to 672 divided by 12. So 12 ones are 12, 12 fives are 60, 7 carry 72, 12 6 are 72. So 56 rupees. Rupees 56, this is the cost of 1 article, beta. Very good. Arpan Sharma, Richa, Jatin. Okay. Now Arpan is very fast. Very good. Arpan, cost of 1 article is 56 rupees. Now you have to find the cost of 18 articles. So cost of 18 articles is equal to 56 into 18. So what is the answer? 56 into 18? Beta Fatima. Okay, Lavisa, 50, not 56. Okay, 56, Lavisa, 56 is the cost of one article. Now find the cost of 18 such articles. So in order to do that, multiply the cost of one article, which is 56, by 18. So 56 into 18 is what? Give me the answer, everyone. So the cost of 18 articles is rupees 1008. This is the answer. Next question says, a car covers a distance 180 kilometer in 5 hours. How much distance will the car cover in 3 hours with the same speed? Okay, so a car covers a distance of 180 kilometers in 5 hours. So distance in 5 hours is equal to 180 kilometers. So distance in 1 hour is equal to 180 upon 5. 36. Okay, kilometers. So distance in 1 hour is 36 kilometers. So now in first part, find the distance in 3 hours. So distance in 3 hours is equal to 36 multiplied by 3. 108 kilometers. So this is the distance in 3 hours. Now find how much time will the car take to cover 54 kilometers. Now the distance is given and you have to find the time. So time required to cover the distance 54 kilometer is equal to, now what you have to do, you cover 36 kilometer in 1 hour. Okay, 36 kilometer in 1 hour. So if you have to go 54 kilometer, then divide 54 by 36. So 54 by 36 is what? 2 ones are 2, 2 8s are 16, 2 2s are 4, 2 7s are 14. Okay, 3 6s are 18, 3 9s are 3 2s are 3 3s are 3 upon 2, which means 1.5 hours. So 1.5 means 1 point, or you can say 1.5 hours are required. 1.5 hours are required to cover the distance of 54 kilometers. Is it clear? बेटा केजी यहाँ पे मानसी, केजी कहाँ से आ गए? केजी का क्वेश्चन ही नहीं है. Beta, let me tell you, before telling this question number 10, I would like to tell you that your homework is whole exercise 13A. You have to do all the questions. I have already explained you so many questions, so I hope that you can do the last given questions of this exercise too. Okay, so you have to do all the given question of exercise 13A. And if there is any problem, you can watch the repeat video. Then also, if you are having any doubt, you can ask me. Okay, if it has rained 276 centimeter, this question also you have to do. So I'm giving you the hint because only 1 minute is left. If it has rained 276 centimeter in 3 days, so how many centimeter of rain will fall in 1 week in 7 days? So 3 days rain is given, divide 276 by 3, 1 day rain you will get. Then multiply 7 with 1 day rain and you will get the answer. First of all, divide 276 by 3, you will get the answer 92 centimeter rain in one day. Welcome to everyone once again. Today I'm going to start exercise 13B. Okay, because last lecture I have given on exercise 13A. The name of the chapter is unitary method. Okay. The name of the chapter is unitary method. I hope that you all have gone through exercise 13A questions and you know the basic fundamental concept that how to find the answers in unitary method. Okay. So if you have forgot, don't worry, I will revise it one more time, but you have to study with great concentration. Okay. You have to focus on the question so that you may understand the concept of unitary method. Maybe today that my voice is not clear just because of the technical problem I am having since the morning. I am having a lot of technical issue in my locality. That is why I could not take your class in the morning. And this time also the network is not so good, but I am recording the video. You can watch this class on YouTube also. Okay. Don't worry about that. Yes. So let us start today's class. The question number 1 says weight of 15 books is 6 rupees. What is the weight of 45 such books? The weight of 15 books is 6 rupees. Okay. So let us do this question. So first of all, write what is given to you. Weight of 15 books is equal to 6 kilogram. So in unitary method, what we do first? We first find the value of one article. Okay. Can you all hear me, students? I'm so sorry because there is a lot of network issue today. That is why we can say that B made more runs than A. Is it clear? Now I'm repeating this question. A made runs in 6 over is equal to 84. Okay. So in 1 over, A will make how many runs? 84 upon 6 is equal to 14 runs. Now B made runs in 7 over is equal to 126 runs. So in 1 over, B will make 126 upon 7, which is 18 runs. So in 1 over, A is making 14 runs, and then 1 over the B is making 18 runs. That is why we can say that B is making more runs than A. Now, let us solve question 3. Geeta types 108 words in 6 minutes. Okay. So we can say that number of words in 6 minutes is equal to 108. Okay. Number of words in 6 minutes. Number of words in 6 minutes is equal to 108. So number of word in 1 minute, number of words in 1 minute is equal to 108 upon 6. Okay. So 6 ones are 6 and 4 carry 6 8s are 48. Okay, so 18 words. 18 words. Okay, 18 words. So in 1 minute, she is typing 18 words. So the question is asking, how many words would she type in an hour? So in 1 hour, how many minutes are there? 60 minutes are there. 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. So if she is typing 18 words in 1 minute, so how many words she will type in 60 minutes? So words typed by her in 60 minutes is equal to 18 into 60. Okay, 18 into 60. So now tell me, students, fast, what is the answer of 18 into 60? Okay, 1080 words. 1000. Okay, fine. The question is asking half an hour. Half an hour. Okay, fine. So half an hour. So half an hour is equal to 30 minutes. Okay, half an hour is equal to 30 minutes. So we have to find words in 30 minutes. So in 30 minutes, we have to multiply 18 by 30. Fine. So our answer will be 540 words. This is the answer. Is it clear? Actually, the question was asking that how many words she will type in half an hour, not in 1 hour. Question number 4. Now read the question carefully and then we are going to solve it. This question is saying the temperature dropped 18 degrees Celsius in 24 days. If the rate of temperature drop remain the same, how many degrees will the temperature drop in the next 18 days? This is the question. One more very important thing, students, when you enter into the class and you type your name, so write your section also along with your name. Okay, whenever you are entering into the class and you are writing your name, write your section also. This thing you should keep in mind in the next time when you are entering into the class. When you are joining the class, you should make this thing very clear with you. Okay, now let us solve question number 4. Temperature dropped 18 degrees Celsius in 24 days. So we can say that temperature drop in next 18 days can be calculated. Right? Temperature drop in 24 days is equal to 18 degrees centigrade. Fine. So temperature drop in 1 day is equal to 18 upon 24 degrees centigrade. Fine. Right now, I am not calculating this value. I'm not dividing 18 by 24. I'm not doing this portion. Let it be written as it is. Now, look at this, what I'm doing. Now, you have to write temperature dropped in 18 days because you have to find the temperature dropped in 18 days. So, temperature dropped in 18 days is equal to 18 upon 24. Okay, into 18. Now you just solve it and find the answer. You can reduce it by 3. 3 8s are 24 and 3 6 are 18. Okay, now 2 9s are 18 and 2 4s are 8. So 9 into 6 upon 4. Fine. 54 upon 4. Now just divide 54 by 4 and tell me the answer. 4 ones are 4. 4 threes are 12. Point increase 0. 4 fives are 20. So your answer is going to be 13.5 degrees centigrade. This is your answer. Okay, what you have done in this question, temperature dropped in 24 days is equal to 18 degrees centigrade. So temperature dropped in 1 day is equal to 18 upon 24 degrees centigrade. What you have done, you have divided 18 by 24. Whatever the number is here, you will bring this number into the divide in the next step. Now, you have to find the temperature dropped in next 18 days. In next, we can say next 18 days. So you have to multiply 18 upon 24 by 18. Just solve the value and you will find your answer as 13.5 degrees centigrade. Fine. Now question 5. Mr. Chopra has 12,000 rupees. Mr. Chopra pays 12,000 rupees as rent for 3 months. How much does he pay? How much does he has to pay for a year if the rent per month remains the same? So in 3 months, he pays 12,000 rupees. So you can write a rent of 3 months is equal to 12,000 rupees. So what will be the rent of 1 month? Rent of 1 month is equal to 12,000 upon 3, because I have told you in unitary method, we always find the value of one article first. Okay, so 4,000 rupees. This is the rent of 1 month. Now, what is the rent of 1 year? 1 year. So, in 1 year, 12 months is there. Okay, there are 12 months in 1 year. So, write a rent of 12 months is equal to 12 into 4,000. Okay, 12 fours are 48 and 30 as it is. So 48,000 rupees. This is the rent of 1 year. So the rent of 1 year is equal to 48,000 rupees. This is your answer. Okay, students, 48,000 rupees. This is your answer. Question number 6. Question number 6 says, a truck requires 108 liter of diesel for covering a distance of 1,188 kilometers. So it means that if a truck wants to cover 1,188 kilometer distance, okay, so truck will use 108 liter of diesel. So in 1 liter diesel, how much distance this truck will cover? We can find it by dividing. Okay, so now let me do this. You will write in 108 liters of diesel, the truck covers 1188 kilometer distance. Okay, so in one liter of diesel, truck covers, you have to divide 1188 by, you have to divide 1188 by 108. So 108 here. Fine, students. So after dividing it, what you are going to get? I'm going to divide it for you. Okay. So 1188 upon 108. You can reduce by 2. 2 5s are 10. 2 4s are 8. 2 5s are 10. 1 carry 2 9s are 18. 2 4s are 8. Okay. Now again reduce by 2. 2 2s are 4. 2 7s are 14, and 2 2s are 4, 2 9s are 18, and 2 7s are again reduced by 3. So 3 9s are 27, 3 9s are 27, 2 carry 3 9s are 27, 9 ones are 9, 9 ones are 9, 9 ones are 9. So the answer is 11 kilometers. So students, as you can see that in 1 liter of diesel, we can go, your truck can go 11 kilometers. Is it clear? So if the truck has to cover 3,300 kilometers of distance, how much the diesel is required? How much the diesel is required? So to cover the distance of 3,300 kilometers, diesel is equal to what you have to do? 3,300 divided by 11. Okay, 3,300 divided by 11. The total distance divided by the distance in 1 liter of diesel. So 11 ones are 11, 11 threes are 33, 20 as it is. So 300 liters, 300 liters of petrol. Is it clear? So if you want to cover 3,300 kilometer distance, you need to have 300 liter of diesel. Is it clear, students, or not? You people are not giving reply in the comment box. If you won't, the question is saying if a deposit of 2,000 earns an interest of 500 in 3 years, how much interest would a deposit of 36,000 earn in 3 years with the same rate of simple interest? So if you have deposited 200 rupees in the bank, so you will get 500 rupees as interest. Okay, so you can say that interest on 2,000 rupees is equal to 500. Okay, rupees 500. So interest on rupees 1 rupee pay, how many interest you will get? 500 upon 2,000. Okay, so 20 cancels each other. 5 upon 20, you can say 5 ones are 5, 5 fours are 20. 1 upon 4, rupees 1 upon 4. This is the interest on 1 rupee. So if you have deposited now 36,000 rupees, so how much interest you will get? So interest on 36,000 rupee is equal to 1 upon 4 multiplied by this. Now solve this and tell me the answer.